Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name's James and today we're doing another model scenery kit. This time we're looking at the Metcalfe N-Scale No.1 Market Street, a timber framed building, which is, well, I think it can be a variety of shops, but yeah, it looks rather nice here. The product code is PN950 and yeah, looks rather nice. Let me just pop this over here. There we go, now we've got a bit more space. Right, and yeah, it's one of the newer Metcalfe kits, so the instructions are all in colour, which I'm very happy with, because it makes telling things apart a lot more easier. Anyway, let's go through both checklists. So, actually, we'll go through the parts checklist. So we've got sheet A, which is printed components for main building, which is this one. This is mostly the external part of the building. Yeah, that looks quite nice. We have got a few interiors here and different signs. I've got sheet B, which is a printed thicker card containing the shop interior. Let me try and get this unpin. Which way does it unpin? There we go. Yeah, this is mostly the interior and also the structural part of the building. There we go. And let's see, we've got the glazing sheet, which has got it's got a few windows on. 9 windows. That's all we got. That's all we have to worry about. And a little bit of. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, and finally we got the instruction booklet. So yeah, there we go. Just 4 bits. And the tools that we'll be needing. So let's go through this one by one as well. So we've got the modeler's knife. It does give you a few recommendations for a Swan Morton knife with a 10A blade, but I'll be using my box cutting knife. I may need to clip off another blade at the end. A cutting surface, which is my blue mat underneath. A pair of sharp scissors, which I've got my usual vaguely sharp ones. A steel ruler, which I've got over here. A pair of fine point tweezers, which I definitely have got. Let's see. Well, it says Metcalfe ultra fine tip glue bottles, which I won't be bothering to use because I just use my normal UHU glue here. But it does actually have a separate section for the glue, so I'll go into that a bit later. And lastly, we need watercolor paints just to do all the edges and that lot, which I won't be bothering. So yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, glues. You've got Speed Bond, UHU, which I've got my glue here. This one's nearly used up, but luckily I have got another tube of it here. And it also has Rocket Card Glue, and well, even though it doesn't mention it, some PVA glue also works. So that will probably take a lot longer. But I'll be using UHU glue. So let me just move some of these bits out the way so I can show you the instructions. So yeah, it goes on about how to use the glue applicators and all that. I won't be bothering with that because I don't use them. I use fingers. Anyway, extracting the components from the base sheets. Oh, one other thing. Well, 2 other things. Bulldog clips, these are always useful. You get some. And also have a bin nearby to get rid of all the bits which you don't need. I haven't got it near me at the moment, but I will be when I do the building. So yes, do have that. Anyway. Part 1. Extracting the components from the base sheets. I don't do this because I like to have all my bits on the sheets so I know where they are and what they do. But you can do if you want. Painting the edges and corners, again, I don't do that. Then it begins with putting the shop in a frame together. So we start off with, actually this one does tell you exactly which pieces you need from sheet A and sheet B, and also the glazing sheet. So that's actually quite useful there. Very happy with that. So with that bit, explains what bits to put together there. And I think it only does it for the beginning. Then after that, you just have to follow it as you go. Yeah, that's the shop interior. Do decide what type of shop you want to put together by now. I'm probably going to be doing a general store or something like that. I have to see what to call it in a moment. And yeah, shop displays. Put that together. Then onto the main building, and again, it tells you what pieces to extract from sheet A and sheet B. Then putting the chimney stack together. Let's see. Yeah, just putting all that together. That's the building on top, the timber framed bit. Luckily, we didn't have to actually do the timber framing ourselves. It's actually just printed on, so that's nice. Just put the sign on. Yeah, it does look quite nice and straightforward. Oh, we do some timber framing here. And finally, the windows for the upper section of the building. Bay window, top window curtains. I'll find out where the curtains are. Oh, there's curtains. I may fit them. And finally the roof. So yeah, it's a very straightforward. You start from the bottom floor, you add all that bit, start work up to the second floor, then you finish off with the roof, and and finally the side building. And again, it tells you all the bits that you need to extract. Yeah, very happy with this. And yeah, and on the back has the chimney pots, the curtains, and more interior scenes if you want to use them. Yeah, very happy with how this one's laid out. So yeah, hopefully all the new kits will end up being laid out like this, and hopefully they will revise some of the older ones to have this layout as well. So very happy with that. Yeah, I don't think it'll take too long because, like I said, there's not all that many bits. It may be a bit fiddly. Let me just get that there. Yeah, maybe a little bit fiddly, but it doesn't seem like there's all that many pieces. It's not a particularly big building either. However, just to be on the safe side, I'd probably say it'd probably take an hour to an hour and a half. Mainly the fiddlier bits which get me. But yeah, very happy with that. But the main thing which I'll be starting with is cutting out all these windows, because that one I find a bit easier just to do on its own. So do that first, then put them aside and start gluing and putting things together at then. Yeah, so I think an hour or an hour and a half. That's my guesswork at the moment. But yeah, very happy with it. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on and get to work putting them together, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are, the finished, well, timber framed shop building all done. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I did have a slight confusion of where to put the signs, but I decided to put them where they are, and yeah, it still turned out nicely. And yeah, it was quite a fun build actually. There was nothing really awkward about it. Obviously, fiddly bits being fiddly bits, they're always awkward, but yeah, very fun build. And I do like how Metcalfe have done this new model kit. With first of all the colour instructions, but also that more of the structural elements actually have printed sides as well, so that they're not just being structural, they're also well, part of the actual decoration itself. So yeah, you got less to cut. So yeah, there was only two main sheets to go through, and then the glazing as well. Yeah, quite happy with it, and it does look a very attractive building. Let's wait for it to come round. Yeah, you do have a few options for what type of building you want to make it. You can make it a wine house, or as it is, this is a kind of corner shop, little ale house in the corner here, and I think there's a household goods shop as well. I think there may be one or two others. But yeah, very happy with it. I don't think there was really any problems. It only took me, I said, just over an hour. So, and the only things which I really found awkward were just the fiddly bits, really, because well, they're fiddly. But other than that, yeah, it's a very nice kit. I'm very happy, yeah, and with it, and hope that Metcalfe do more in this style, and also redo some of the older ones to be in this style as well. Ooh, make sure it's all in stock. And yeah, it's quite affordable at the moment on Railworks of Sheffield. It's £11.50. So yeah, very nice and quite affordable. Yeah, very happy with it. Anything which I can really point out which is awkward? Not really. I'll say it's a simple enough kit, and there's not really many pieces, so I don't think there's much to go wrong with it. So yeah, do have a go at it if you really want one. And I think there's a few in this range which can actually butt up against each other, because I think this is obviously a corner. Well, it says corner house, but obviously it's a corner piece, so something will probably live against here, pressed up against it, and this will be nice in a very narrow street where it'll butt up to another street, really. Something like a side street and onto the main high street as well. Very happy with it. Anyway, that's going to be it for me, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and if you didn't like it, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, but I'll see you all again next time. So take care now, bye bye.